Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to prevent assignment by rolling your options contract. And in this example, I'm going to be using a cash secured put I have in my Robinhood portfolio with SoFi. So let's run through that right now and show you guys how exactly to do that. So here's the Robinhood portfolio. I do updates on this channel regularly, usually weekly. If you guys are interested in keeping up with the options moves that I do, as well as the stocks I'm buying, selling, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and to be able to see how this account does grow over time. So as I mentioned, if you are selling options, if you're writing covered calls or writing cash secured puts, then you may sometimes get to a point where assignment is potentially going to happen. And that's exactly what I'm facing on my SoFi position. Now, first and foremost, there's a rule out there in the options trading world to never fear assignment. If you are fearing assignment, it may be a trade you may not want to have ever put yourself into. Now, there are times where like this, where if I got assigned SoFi at $5 right now, it depends on the company you're buying, but I'm bullish on SoFi, and I would be okay to let this trade go through. But to avoid assignment, I can actually earn a couple extra dollars by just moving this expiration date from 11/25 to the following Friday, which would be December 2nd. So the following expiration date would be December 2nd. So I want to walk you guys through exactly how I do that whenever I'm going to roll a position in my cash secured put or a covered call I may have open with Robinhood. So let's do that right now. So looking at this right here, I have this SoFi $5 strike cash secured put. If we click on this, you can see I'm actually down quite a bit. I made this purchase at $5. So I got a $5 premium when I executed this trade. As you can see, SoFi had some bad news come out. The past couple days, the student loan pause got extended to later on into 2023. And there was also some crypto news that came out. I'm going to have a video coming out more dedicated to what's going on in SoFi right now. But ultimately, for me, it doesn't really change my overall long-term perspective on SoFi. I'm still very bullish. But to not get assigned at $5 when SoFi is currently trading at $4.60, and also to earn a couple extra dollars to be able to roll this cash secured put to the following week, that's exactly what I want to do. So what I can do, since I have this cash secured put already open, you do have to have the trade open in order to be able to roll a position, because you can't roll something you don't own. So this is my cash secured put with SoFi. Like I said, $5 strike. Expiration date was set for 11/25, and I'm wanting to move that to a following week out. So when I do this, I personally believe that SoFi may get back up closer to $5 by next Friday. If it doesn't, well, then I can just roll it out the next week again and earn an extra profit and just keep rolling this out until it gets back up closer to 5. The problem where you have with this is if you keep rolling out, but let's say SoFi keeps dropping to $4, to $3, to $2, to $1, well, then you're kind of screwed. And that's kind of what the risk is when you're trading options and selling options and doing cash secured puts and vice versa with covered calls. So that's something to keep in mind here. But for me, I feel okay doing this with SoFi because I'm bullish in the company on the long term. So what I do in Robinhood, let's go back and do this again step by step. So I'm in my main dashboard here in Robinhood. I click my cash secured put of SoFi with the $5 strike, expiration coming up on that 11/25 date. Down here in Robinhood, it says roll this position. All I have to do is click roll this position, and then it says pick a new position. So generally what I do on rolling my cash secured put or covered call, I just do the same strike price. Now I can come down and choose something a little lower and then hopefully get expired, but I will actually probably have to spend money to do that, and now I'm losing money out of the trade. Now there's maybe scenarios out there that you want to do that, but for me personally, I just want to keep the $5 cash secured put open. I'm okay getting assigned at $5, but again, I don't want that to happen right now because I can earn an extra few dollars and I can buy. I'm actually trying to buy more Leaps options, but that's a whole nother video. So anyways, to do this, what I'll do is I'll click this right here, the $5 strike. So I'm selecting the same exact cash secured put setup that I had for the following expiration date from the previous week, which would be this week, 11/25. I'm now selecting it for December 2nd. So what's going to happen is I'm simply rolling this. So Robinhood will simply buy me out of the actual cash secured put I have now. And let's do this in a calculator so I can kind of explain this a little better. So Robinhood is going to buy me out of that. So that's going to cost me 42 cents per contract, which would be a total of $42, right? So whenever I open the new position or I roll into the longer expiration date being December 2nd, I'm going to earn a $49 credit for that. So if I come back in here, let's do 49. Do this. Let's do $49. That's the credit I'm earning for rolling this position. So I'm going to be selling a new cash secured put basically with a new expiration date. But to buy out of the one from the 11/25 expiration date, it cost me this $42 here. So let's subtract the 42 bucks. That's going to give me a profit of $7. I already earned $5 for the execution of this trade last week when I wrote it. So now I'm going to be earning an additional $7 on top of that for rolling this position. I hope that makes sense. Basically, you're buying to close the one you have open now, the 11/25 expiration, and then I'm selling to open. So I'm writing another cash secured put for the following expiration date. So the only thing that's changed really is the expiration date. And then I would say keep an eye on these numbers, which is the premium you're earning from the trade. And I like to be able to become profitable if I'm rolling a position. So I usually just keep the same strike price, and that's how you're able to do that. So my total credit's going to be $7. So I'm earning an additional $7 to rolling this out a week out. So if I click continue, I'm going to do this right now live for the video. Now, it's a bid-ask spread of $4 to $9, so this may not go through right away. I like going right in the midpoint at 7. So we'll do review order, and we'll see if the order goes through right now. Sometimes it may take a little bit to go through, and I can also do it, well, with the holiday being tomorrow, I want this order to go through today. So I may, if it doesn't go through right away, I may change this to 6, and then it would probably go through right away. So let's click review order, submit. Let's see what happens. So quantity, it says place. So it has not gone through right away. Let me refresh this. Let's go back here. Let's go back to my dashboard. And if I go back, so you can see it's still sitting there. Now, sometimes when you're rolling positions, it does take a little longer. And I've had positions sit in pending orders for 5 to 10 minutes before it goes through. But sometimes with the premiums changing, I will go through and I will lower that to $6. And that is something I would do today with the holiday coming up and then Friday being the day after the holiday. So I want to get this rolled. I want this option to be rolled today. So if I have to go back in and change it, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it for the video. Let's go to cancel and replace. So I clicked the pending order. This is good. This is good content. So if I click the pending order, I'll click cancel and replace because I'm wanting this order to get executed. I don't want it to sit in pending orders all day and then come closing, it never got executed, and then I'm stuck with the holiday coming up on Thursday, and then Friday that would be my last day to roll, and at certain times you can't roll up positions anymore on Robinhood. So let's click this. It's still at 7. To get this to go through, I mean, I'm not worried about $1, so let's go to $6, review order, and this should go through pretty quick. Let's see if it does. Pending, placed. Okay, so that one didn't go through either. So let's go back. Let's cancel and replace this order again. And let's do this same scenario over. So you guys are going to be able to see me do this 3 different times. So same thing. I'm going to click roll position. I'm going to come in here. I'm clicking that same $5 strike. And okay, so that's probably why the bid-ask spread changed on me. So let's go. 6 may work. Again, guys, I'm just wanting to do this just to roll it. So I'm going to be getting a $5 premium, a $5 credit for doing this roll. And I'm not worried about the extra dollar. I'm more worried about the order going through than making an extra dollar. I'm not worried about that. So let's submit this and see if this goes through. Phil, there we go. So that one finally went through. So now I'll come back to my dashboard and you'll see that this changed. So now this was at the 11/25. Now I have out to 12/2. So that's how you roll an option, guys. You know, it maybe was a little bit, but if you watch this video a couple times, it may come to you and be able to understand how to roll your options to be able to avoid assignment. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, don't forget, if you guys want to stay tuned and keep updated on this portfolio and the options trades I'm making, the stocks I'm buying, selling, moving out of, the different strategies I'm doing to grow this portfolio, I do have a goal to grow my Robinhood portfolio to $100,000. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to follow the journey. Again, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And until next video, you all take care.